Welcome back to Never Done Ask with me, John Martin, and we have another station review. This should be interesting. I need to get my laptop upgraded in the next couple of days, so I'm rushing out a few videos in the middle of a storm and the middle of my neighbours yelling at their kids. So good luck with this recording. Today I find myself in East London to finally answer a question that's been bothering me for 30 years. For that, we need to go to Chadwell Heath. Where? Well, Google Maps says we're in Romford, but we aren't in the London Borough of Havering. The entrance sits in the London Borough of Barking and Dagenham, while most of the station is in the London Borough of Redbridge. Dagenham is to the south, Romford is to the east, Hainault to the north, and Ilford to the west. The station itself sits on, shock horror, Station Road. The station is on the Great Eastern Main Line. Greater Anglia services pass this station by. Instead, it is served by Crossrail. To the east, Romford Station is 2.4 miles away. To the west, Goodmayes is 0.69 miles. The Eastern Counties Railway drove their line through here in the late 1830s, taking out large parts of a house that has been standing since, according to some sources, the 13th century. However, no station was built here. The Great Eastern took over the Eastern Counties, and in 1864, a two-platform station was opened here in what was just countryside. The four-platform station was opened in 1901, as the Great Eastern had made the line quad track. This saw even more of the 13th century house destroyed. In the 1920s, it saw the world's largest public housing estate. The Becontree Estate was built to the south of the station. Chadwell Heath Station and the line through here were vital in the building of the estate. The trams and later trolley buses from Aldgate used to terminate here. In 1941, the station took a direct hit from a German bomb. The rebuild saw some of the more ornate fixtures being lost for a more simplified design. In 1948, saw nationalisation, and a year later, electric services started running. The freight yards and signal boxes were removed at this time. 1980 saw the arrival of the 315 class EMUs in service on the Liverpool Street to Gidea Park and Shenfield services that served the station. Their tenure on the line lasted over 40 years. The 1980s also saw a rationalisation with a lot of the Victorian buildings going. The station fell under Network South East in 1986, and in 2015, Transport for London took over the service, which was due to become part of Crossrail. The arrival of Crossrail saw longer platforms, and trains started running under central London from this station in 2022. There are 4 platforms here, 2 side platforms and a central island. They are all below street level and are reached from a central booking hall and overbridge. The up mainline platform is 211 metres long. The down mainline and up Crossrail platforms share an island, but at 214 metres, the Crossrail platform is 1 whole metre longer than the mainline platform. Or it could be a rounding issue with the site I'm using. The down Crossrail platform is 213 metres. The station is classed by the Department of Transport as a C2 category, which is somewhere in the middle. The question I wanted answered, in the late 1980s or 1990s, I asked my dad why there was a random semaphore signal behind the wall next to platform 4. He answered I knew why, which I didn't. And yeah, great way to bluff a 10-year-old. So why was there a signal there? Can I find the answer? Well, marked for services, 7 out of 10. While the station sits on the Great Eastern Main Line, none of the mainline services stop here. Instead, it's stopping services to London. In the pre-Crossrail era, this saw both the Gidea Park, all stations to Liverpool Street, and the Shenfield, all stations to Ilford and Stratford and Liverpool Street services. But with Crossrail, all off-peak services run to Shenfield, while heading west, most terminate at Paddington, while a couple of each hour carry on to Heathrow. Off-peak, there are 8 trains an hour in each direction. During the peak, some extra Gideon Park and Shenfield to Liverpool Street services run. These run into the main Liverpool Street station, so do not call at Whitechapel. The station sees 25 services per hour at peak time. Surprisingly, the most popular destination is Stratford, followed by Liverpool Street, Tottenham Court Road, Romford and Farringdon. Journey times are 17 minutes to Shenfield and 3 to Romford heading east. Then it's 18 minutes to Stratford, 26 to Liverpool Street and 39 to Paddington heading west. It's an hour and 10 minutes to Heathrow. Passing by this station as a kid on the fast trains into London, I'd be surprised just how busy the current station is, with 5,970,062 passengers. According to the 23-24 figures, this is in the top 100 busiest stations in the country. It works out at 16,356 passengers a day. It gets served by 2,278 trains a week. This works out at a smidge over 50 passengers a train. This is one of the stations that has seen a massive growth in passenger numbers post-COVID, over 50% more than pre-COVID levels. Oh, this is probably due to Crossrail having fully opened. Marked for onward travel, 3 out of 5. 2 buses start past the station, the 62 from Marksgate to the Gascoigne Estate in Barking, and the 368 from Hainault, the Low, to Hart Lane in Barking. On the nearby high road, we have the 86 from Romford to Stratford, the 173 which runs from Beckton Station to King George Hospital in Goodmayes, and the 362 which runs from Grange Hill to King George Hospital. There is also a night bus service, the N86, which runs from Harold Hill to Stratford. Box for accessibility, 8 out of 10. The booking hall is level access from the street. All platforms have lifts to them. The station is manned. There's both a PA and dot matrix displays. Marked for station facilities, 3 out of 10. It doesn't actually offer a lot for its passengers, but with trains every few minutes, it doesn't really have to. There are ticket machines and a ticket office, plus there's a waiting room for London-bound passengers, as well as covered waiting on the platforms. There isn't a car park here, but there are bike racks on platform 3. Care and character, 10 out of 20. It's not a showy station. The street-level building is small and neat. It's linked to the overbridge by a small passageway. The canopies on the main island are an elegant reminder of the last century. This contrasts with the wooden benches with purple plastic and overground roundels on them. The white walls along the side of the platforms give a certain austerity, but one standout feature is the clock on platform 3. This station is actually quite well cared for. That's Semley's line bugs. Marks for nearby things, 5 out of 10. While there are a couple of shops on Station Road, the main shops are only a couple of minutes away. Now, though, will I find the answer to that question I asked decades ago? Or 9 minutes if you're just on this timeline. Next to the station is the Ilford and West Essex Model Railway Club, and they have a miniature railway layout running next to platform 4. Overall, this station gets 31 marks out of 65, which brings it to 48%. The station gets high marks for its level of service and accessibility, but it's a bland affair otherwise. What do you think of Chadwell Heath? Have you just ignored it as you pass by from Essex or Suffolk or Norfolk? Are you surprised just how busy it is? Are you a member or have you ever visited the Ilford and West Essex Model Railway Club? Have you ever wondered what that semaphore signal is about? Well, leave a comment in the comments. It's a good place for it. Thanks once again for watching this as I travel around the country. Please like, subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of the next station review, where I head out yet again to some other random part of the UK.